Hi guys, my name is Connor Bonney and you are watching The Combatant. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very specific type of folding knife called the Balisong. The Balisong, or butterfly knife as it's often called, is characterized by two handles that counter-rotate around a tang. These grooved handles, when closed, completely conceal the blade within them. The origin of the Balisong is not particularly well documented. While it's widely considered to be a Filipino weapon, the oldest known publication that actually depicts a Balisong is a French book published in about 1710 called Le Pareil. Regardless of its origin, the impact of the Balisong on Filipino culture is undeniable. In fact, its popularity was so pervasive in the Philippines that for several decades it was believed that every Filipino man and woman carried a Balisong with them. Like so many bladed weapons, the Balisong's initial purpose was simply a tool. It was a folding knife that could be easily carried and concealed, and also easily opened with one hand should your other hand be busy. However, as its popularity rose, so did new ways of opening and closing the Balisong. Flipping, as it's now called, has taken on an art form all of its own. In today's video I'm going to show you a few basic flipping techniques that you can practice at home. Taking a closer look at it, again, you'll pinch the safe handle between your thumb and fingers and flip the bite handle back into the webbing of your hand. Closing your fingers around the safe handle, you flip it forward to let it rest on your pointer finger around the fulcrum. You then pinch the blade using only your fingers and flip the bite handle back into place. To close it, it's the exact same motion. Rotate the blade 180 degrees so that the blade is facing away from you. Flip the bite handle back into your webbing, over across your fingers, and back into place. The next technique we're going to look at is slightly more complex. It involves twirling the blade while you open it and while you close it again. Taking a closer look at it, this technique is almost identical to the previous technique. However, instead of flipping it straight back into the webbing of our hands, we're actually rotating the safe handle slightly so that it flips over our knuckles first. We then flip it back into the webbing and forward again to open. To close is the exact same. We let go of the bite handle, rotate the safe handle slightly, and flip it over our knuckles. We then flip it back into the webbing, and it's closed. The last technique that we're going to look at today is another basic technique that gets you a little bit more comfortable with one more aspect of holding a Balisong. In this one, as it's up to speed, again, taking a closer look at this trick, we're actually going to hold the knife blade slightly lower than we usually would, pinching the safe handle between our thumb and middle finger. We'll then throw it back, but as we throw it forward, we're actually going to let the handle carry through the opening between our thumb and finger so that the blade is completely upside down. We then simply close our fingers, flick it up, and the blade is opened but upside down. Well guys, that's all for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back and view some of the later videos. Each video I post will either be dealing with a different blade or exploring more techniques for a blade that we've already encountered. If you guys have any requests, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.